Well, here we are once again. Another episode of Matrix Dialogues. And I have potentially the most special guest I could have today. I've got my amazing turd, my son, Bentley, here today. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good today.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm okay. It's been a long day, but I'm good. You had told me that you wanted to do this, and here you are. A little
here
nervous.
I am, just doing this, Gotta give it a shot, man.
You're funny.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, Bentley, today I'm going to ask you just a string of questions to kind of help paint a picture for the audience about kind of the way we think and to help understand perspective a little bit better, regardless of our age.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're ready for that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am all ready.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to ask some real easy warm-up questions to get you started, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just tell me a little bit about being 10. What do you think about being 10 right now?
Being 10 right now, it's been the greatest time of my life. I'm double digits right now. It's been like the best time of my life. It feels like I'm getting older. I've been learning new things.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of new things I gotta learn. To be 10 for another year, I mean, it's a nice life. It's a nice life. It's nice being 10.
Yeah. No complaints, huh?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm.
What's your favorite thing about being a kid right now?
My favorite thing about being a kid is at least enjoying my life until I learn some things and I have responsibilities to do and I have things that I need to do and learn more things on the way.
Okay. Do you think you can enjoy life once you learn those things?
Yes, I will enjoy life.
Yeah. Just because you learn things doesn't mean you stop enjoying life.
Right.
You can still enjoy it even after you've learned things. So don't count on taint any ability to enjoy life to learning. Because even though we learn, we can still enjoy.
Right.
I actually think the more you learn, the more you get to enjoy.
Right.
Because then there's less questions you have about everything else. So learning actually makes it easier to enjoy.
Right.
And it comes with its drawbacks, though, meaning there's some negatives. Like the more you learn, the less it kind of seems like everyone else knows at times. And that's kind of frustrating, but you figure it out. What's your favorite thing to do right now? What's something that you love to do?
I like to play baseball. I want to get to the MLB, and favorite thing is to just live life.
Just live life, huh?
Mm-hmm. And just to play baseball. You gotta love for my family and just at least have a good life.
Yeah. Not Fortnite? No?
Fortnite don't matter then to me. My family does. My family more matters.
I mean, I'm glad to hear that, but you play Fortnite a lot, so I was surprised you didn't say Fortnite was something important to you.
Fortnite was never important to me.
It was
anyway.
never important to you, so we can stop playing it now?
Yeah, probably. I'll get like a week off, probably.
Oh, just a week off, huh? Okay. And then, if you could have dinner with one person in the world, who would it be?
It would be Marshmello, one of my favorite singers at least to have, or one of my family members.
One of your family members? Not a particular one?
I don't know the particular one.
You don't know anyone in specific you'd like to have a meal with?
My mom, my dad, which is you, or my sister or something.
Okay.
One of those.
Yeah, okay. So Marshmello. You like him a lot?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite singers. I have a jacket that says Fortnite Marshmello on it, and that's Marshmello doing it.
Doing the dab?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, well, I like that answer. That's a something.
Yeah, that is a something.
All right. You think you're ready for the more serious questions now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does it mean to be a good person?
What it means to be a good person is to do good things and to help people do good things and to help people learn good things about them. Yeah. Like, for instance, running, helping yourself and pushing yourself to the limit of where you are so tired that you can't even do this anymore. You have to push yourself to order, and you got to be a good person for that.
You got to be a good person in order to push yourself. That's what you think?
Not really, no.
No, I mean, if it is, that's okay. That's good.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think good people do push themselves. I agree with you. You can say what you think. It's okay. This is you. Whatever you think is okay. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay? I agree with you. I think good people do push themselves. I think they help others as well, right? Especially the people they care about.
Mm-hmm.
I often think that for me to be a good person, I want to be useful. I want to be able to help the people I care about. So I think what you're saying there is to help others and to learn.
Be grateful about that they don't have but what you have, and you gotta help people out. Like if they're in trouble, you gotta help them. Like some people just need help a lot. Like a lot of people do. And
a lot of people do need help.
And then you say it, and then people learn from that.
Okay. I like that. So to be a good person is to be helpful and to help people and to push yourself. We can say that. Yeah. Okay. I agree with you. What do you think makes someone a good friend? We've talked about this a lot recently as we've as you've kind of had some encounters with maybe some not so good friends,
but some nice friends.
Yeah, but I've tried to talk to you about what it means to be a good friend. So what do you, after our conversations and things, what do you now think a good friend is?
Good friend is that who plays with you, who wants to play with you, who wants to be kind to you, who wants to, like, let's say for instance, Grayson's one of my friends. He wants to play Fortnite with me. But I can't call right now. He will call me later and be a good friend about it and wait. And then I'll say, hey, do you want to play Fortnite right now? Or, hey, do you want to play sometime or this week? Or anything. And what a good friend is to wait until, like, you get close up to each other and then you know about them.
What do you mean by that when you say that you get close up and you know about them?
Like, to learn about, like, what do they like? What do they, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So you'd say when someone's close to you, when you say get close to someone, just kind of you see who they are.
Right.
Like kind of what's important to them, or who they are as a person.
Right.
Okay. So to be a good friend, obviously we want people who are kind.
Right. Kind, respectful, nice to other people, who can help people, who can make people better than who they are right now, and to help them.
So essentially you're saying that when someone's kind and you can get close to them, you can know who they are, you can build some trust for them. They're there for you. They'll listen. They'll make that time for you. Those are all things.
And you gotta let it happen and don't just say, hey, do you want to be friends, blah, blah, blah.
Well, you can just say, hey, do you want to be friends?
Yeah, but then you gotta let it, like, happen and...
Naturally.
Yes, you gotta let it happen naturally, like your friends.
Well, not all my friends were naturally. I think you have to be intentional. Meaning, like, you have to like, let them know, hey, I like you. I think you're a good person. I want to be your friend. And you can do that. I think there's just a timing to it.
Right.
So, but yeah. Okay. So be kind. Be respectful. You can trust them. Those are things that make up a good friend. Why do you think it's important to help others?
Well, I think it's important to help others because if we don't help others, what's the point of not helping others? Like, it's important to help others so they can help other people out and they know that, oh, hey, this happened. Oh, I just need to make them feel better. And, like, actually be, like, nice or something about it and be kind to them and, like, say, what's wrong? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. This.
So, I think you're trying to say, let me know if I'm right or not, is that it's important to help other people because it becomes like a compounding effect. That means, like, you help someone and they help someone else and then they help someone else.
Yes,
and it becomes,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, it becomes this thing of like a continuous cycle. And so that ties into the idea I have of it's always good to go first. Like, if you're the first person to do something kind, then that can become contagious, right? It can happen again and again and again. But a lot of people, like we talked about before we started tonight, are too scared to do it, right? But it doesn't matter if you're scared. You just got to do it anyway. It's okay to be scared. But yeah, I think there's nothing more valuable in life than to be able to help other people. That's like what we're kind of optimizing for in our life. Is that means like that's what we're trying to do.
Right.
We all want to be able to be helpful to other people.
Right.
Because there is nothing that feels better than that. Like someone needed something and you were able to help them out. That makes you feel really good.
Right.
So, okay. What is something? What's something you do to stay positive when things don't go your way? So if you're trying to build a Lego or you're trying to play a game and it's just not working out for you, what do you do to try and?
I just take a deep breath and say, hey, maybe I gotta try something else. Maybe I gotta do something else. Maybe, hey, maybe I just need to take a break from this and this redo.
Yeah.
Like on a Lego, like I built my Corvette or my Bugatti, and I messed up on it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took a deep breath. I stepped away from it for like 5 minutes. I came back to it, and then I said, oh, this is the part or the page I missed.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's like, oh, I think I skipped the page. I did this wrong. I accidentally missed a step.
Mm-hmm.
And I messed it up.
Yeah.
And then you have to redo to see, oh, this is what I did wrong. I need to do this.
Yep. So.
In baseball, it's like some things just don't go my way. I mean, I practice every day. Gotta work hard for things. And hey, gonna take a break from it.
Yeah.
And come back to it.
Okay. So you'd say you try something else, right? Like try to do something else or take a break. It's always good when I'm struggling with things at work or like with you and I don't know what to do. That's what I do. I try to take a break, like step away for a second, go for a walk, do something to clear my head so that I can make sure I'm making the right choice. Because like you said, sometimes it's that when I step away and I take that break,
right.
Usually when I come back to it, I am able to think clearly again.
Right.
Versus when you're just sitting there and you're looking at it, you can kind of get wrapped up in it,
right.
and then you're making more mistakes because you're frustrated and you're upset. So try something else, take a break. I like that. The next one is, what do you think is the most important thing to remember when you're faced with a difficult situation? So some kids are being mean to you at school, or bullies picking on you, or a question on a test is hard. What do you think is the most important thing to do in that situation?
When kids like bug me a lot, and it has happened many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
I just say, hey, I would not rather mess with me or not.
Oh yeah.
Because I have 2 things that can protect me.
What's that?
You and my other.
No, okay. Shout out to Hunter.
And I have me that I can be brave about it and say, hey, just leave me alone, bro. I don't want any trouble happening.
Yeah, you don't want to have to rough them up.
I'm gonna rough them up.
So I think it's the question's still there is when you get yourself in a tough situation, you like to think about the people you have in your life.
Right.
It's like me or Hunter.
So protect me.
Yeah, we're there to help you.
Put in a situation.
And that's good because we are there to help you. But also, like you said, sometimes you have to be brave because we can't always be there. Sometimes you're gonna have to fight some of your own battles and
face things on my own.
Mm-hmm. That's part of growing up, though. But we're always going to be there to help you in whatever way we can. And sometimes what we have to do is let you figure it out. And it's not easy for us either. Right? Because if we constantly interject ourselves, that means get in the middle of it, then you don't learn how to do it. Right? Now, if it's something that we think you can't handle or is a bit trivial for you, I mean, it's a little complicated, we're going to be mindful of that and insert ourselves where we need to be. But other than that, sometimes you may be like, well, I need help. And it's like, well, the best thing that we can do for you, that's the best for you, is to let you figure it out.
Right.
And I know that may feel really like kind of shitty, kind of poopy, but the reality is sometimes that is the best thing. Me and your mom actually had a really good conversation not long ago where we talked about that as hard as it is for us as parents to not want to prevent you from falling in life, like letting you fall on a hard time or actually physically fall down. If we don't let you fall, then you don't learn how to get up.
Right.
Okay, and though it may feel like, wow, we didn't let you fall, but if we don't let you fall, you don't learn to get up, and that's worse.
Right.
Because one day we won't be there to catch you, and you will fall.
Right.
You will make a mistake. We won't be there to clean up the mess.
I'll be there to clean up my
Yeah.
mess.
And so you need to know how to do that. What do you do when you make a mistake? How do you get through it?
When I make a mistake, I feel like I did something wrong. And I feel like...
Well, that's what a mistake is. A mistake is when you do something wrong. But how do you get through it?
I get through it by practicing, by helping myself out, asking somebody, like, I made a mistake on this. How do I get through it?
Do you like to ask for help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all the time, but sometimes I do it on my own, and I help myself out a lot. Yeah. And I get through situations not really clearly.
Not really clearly. I think so. Well, let's kind of try and see if we can find a better path for that. Okay. So what I mean by that is, when you make a mistake, it sounds like you're reflecting a little bit. You know, like you're thinking, like, what did I do wrong? Like, okay, how did I do this on purpose, or is this something that like was an accident, or like you said, can I practice my way through this? You know, like, is this like, if it's baseball or something, like, is this something I need just more tries at? Right. You know, or you know, if it's something but just life, like it's just, it doesn't, like, mistakes are good because I like mistakes. They highlight that I don't know everything I need to know. So I think it's just about changing the perspective you have to the mistake.
Right.
So instead of being like, oh, like, why did I do this wrong? Think like, okay, now I know not to do that. And then by default, now there's only so many more things you could do wrong. So you're that much closer to getting it right. What's one thing you're really proud that you've done so far in your life?
One thing I'm proud of that I've done in my life is that everyone has been safe in my family. Everyone has been proud. And I'm grateful that my family still has a life to live.
And that's what you're proud of accomplishing?
Right now, that's not really, though.
Like, what's something you've done? Like, Bentley did. What's something you did that you're proud of? Not everybody else is about you right now. Like, what's something that you're like, I did that. I'm really proud of that. I'll give you.
I got a home run in baseball.
Oh, you got a home run
when I was little.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah, when I was 4 years old, I got a homer into the left field.
And
that was one of my best years yet.
Best years yet? Wow.
And you saw it, and you were like,
I know. I was very happy for you.
What? And finished in that lately. And accomplishing goals lately in my life.
What kind of goals you accomplished?
At least making it through school.
That's a pretty big one.
Learning more things. Learning how to be a man.
Yeah. What do you know about being a man so far?
To open the door for others, to carry things for others that if they need help or if it's too heavy.
Okay.
And to be respectful.
Yeah. Those are good things. I like that. Well, so we started on what are you proud of accomplishing, which I think you said was hitting a home run in baseball when you were younger. That's what you're the most proud of.
Yeah. It was wild about that.
Yeah. Well, that's a big deal. I think for me, I think something I'm the most proud of you in is that you always try your best. That's something I've really pushed for you. something I'm really trying to instill and make sure you understand. And you always do it. And that's something I'm very proud of. I see it in the way you do everything in your life. I see it in the way other people speak to me about you. And they tell me, Bentley works really hard. And that he shows up and gives it his best effort, even if he doesn't know what he's doing. And though I know at 10 that can feel a little overwhelming, that's what's going to take you throughout life and make you successful. So I know sometimes it feels like I'm hard on you, and I push you in that way.
And that's what you have to do so I can learn.
That's because I love you. And because I want you to be better than I was, and be better than I am. And I had a really good dad who pushed me, who always told me to try my best. And it took me a long time to learn that. And I want to try to do everything I can to make sure you learn that sooner than I did, so that things don't have to be as bad or as hard for you as they were for me in certain situations. Because I made them harder for myself because I didn't try my best. And now I have to spend certain parts of my life. I will always have this like wonder about what could have been different for me if I had tried my best. And I can tell you there's nothing that weighs more as you grow up as the idea of wondering what could have happened if I had done better than I did. That's something that'll never go away. And I have a lot of that eating at my brain because I didn't always try my best. But now I do. So that I don't create any more time like that. And I don't want you to have a lot of time like that. So that's why I always tell you, just try your best. And if it goes bad, or if you fail, or if whatever, that's okay.
Because learning is about failing.
You can't learn without failing.
Right.
But if you get 100 on the test, what'd you learn?
Nothing.
Nothing. You knew it all.
Right. But if I get a 90, like a 70 or 60 that I got,
Yeah.
I learned that, hey, that's what I did.
Well, you just didn't know everything yet.
Right.
So.
I was just young.
No, young or... I mean, even when you're older, learning doesn't go away. I'm still learning today.
I don't know. You're still learning about helping people out in this podcast and telling people like they need to do this, blah, blah, blah. And what
Well, I don't tell them they need to do anything, but the bottom line is you're never going to stop learning. That's a good way to know that you're living life in a very true manner, is that you're continuing to learn every day. Whether you're 10 or 30 or 75, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You could still be learning.
Right.
There's always more to know. So, that's good. We kind of got a little off topic, but that's okay. How do you, I think we touched on it a little bit, but I'll ask it more specifically for you is, how do you feel when you achieve a goal that you worked really hard for? Like, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I can accomplish more things.
Yeah, that's good.
And it makes me feel like I did this for the first time and I need to do this more.
Mm-hmm. I think that's well said. Like, you feel proud of it.
Right.
And you should. Because, like you said, you worked hard for it. So you should enjoy the feeling that is present when you accomplish it. Right? I struggle to be proud of myself a lot for all the things I do. Because I don't often want to give myself credit for them.
Right.
I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be proud of the things you do. So learn from my mistake of struggling to give myself credit, pat myself on the back,
right.
and be proud of myself. So when you do the things that you've worked really hard for, celebrate them. And let other people, more importantly, let other people celebrate with you.
Right.
Because it's really easy to push them aside or the achievement aside and not celebrate it.
Right.
But you need those people so that, like you said, like, oh, it makes me want to do this more. Like, it makes me want to have that feeling. And if you remove yourself from feeling that, then you remove yourself from feeling that feeling of I need to do it more. So celebrate the wins, celebrate the accomplishments, and more importantly, let other people celebrate with you.
Right.
Let them be proud of you. Let them cheer loudly for you, especially if they want to be, because not everyone has to be. So if they've chosen to be there for you, let them cheer for you. Let them be proud of you. Let them be happy. Why do you think it's important to have goals? We've kind of talked a little bit about this as you've gotten a little older, about why it's important to have goals. Do you remember anything that we've talked about?
I do.
Okay.
Why it's important to achieve goals? Because if you don't have a goal to achieve, what's so important about achieving goals then? Like I want to go to 5th grade,
Uh-huh.
and I have to achieve that goal to go to 6th grade.
Yeah.
And that's my goal.
Well,
So I don't have to stay in 5th grade for another year.
So you'd say you need goals because it gives you something to work for.
Right.
And if you're not working towards something, then what are you doing?
Nothing.
No, exactly. You're not doing anything. What else you got? Well, you can say some more. You seem like you have more to say.
There is more than to accomplish. Because if you accomplish things, you will learn by that accomplishment.
Yes. Okay.
And as many times as you do it, you will learn new things as far as you go.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you don't have accomplishments, what's the point of learning?
Well, I think the point of learning is so that you can accomplish things.
Right.
But I think more there is the point is you want to have goals so that you have something to work towards, right? And then continually having like a goal that's here, and then you get it, and then you put the goal there so that you can work towards that. And it can be this kind of never-ending cycle of continuing to put a goal that's just outside of reach so that you have something to work for, right? So that you can continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to get better. So what are some ways you think that you could grow as a person? What do you think you need to do better, per se?
We need to work out better. I need to be more healthy about my things. I need to...
About what you eat?
About what I eat, and need to get taller. I mean, I'm so short. Barely fit in this chair.
You're going to grow, man.
Yeah, I know. Until I'm like 16, I'll be your height.
I mean, maybe. I think you're going to be okay.
Hope I will.
You will. You could make some little... People don't come for me in the comments, but yeah, you do kind of eat a little turdy.
I need to eat like some real meat, like turkey.
I mean, you can eat some turkey. But I think it's just getting you away from all the junk food. But you're a kid. I get it. It tastes good. I'm not telling you it tastes bad. I know it tastes good.
But it's supposed to taste good for a reason.
Well, they make it to taste good so that you eat it. That's kind of the point, right? If it didn't taste good, you wouldn't eat it.
Right.
It's kind of like common sense there, you know? But yeah, I mean, I think, but again, like that's just part of life. Like we'll get you there. I'll continue to teach you. I'll continue to show you healthier alternatives for foods, right?
Even if I don't even agree with them.
That's fine. You don't agree with a lot of them, unfortunately. But I think that's just because you're young. And I get it. You want to eat what tastes good. But as you get a little bit older, you realize it's about more than what tastes good, right? Because if I only ate things that tasted good, I wouldn't look how I look now.
Right.
Right. And so and then my health wouldn't be as good as it is now. So when you're a kid, it's kind of hard to think of anything other than what tastes good. But as you get a little bit older and life starts to happen and other things occur, you realize you're trying to optimize a little bit more for health and well-being and things like that. So we'll get you there, though.
I'm a picky eater, so.
I'm an insanely picky eater. You know this.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're picky. You can still find things you like. All right. This next one's a big one. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if you are. Who is someone you look up to and why?
I look up to my mom and dad.
Yeah?
Why I look up to you and my mom is because I have to look up for them. I have to look out for them.
Okay.
When I get older, I got to help them. Okay. Like for you, for instance. When you're like 60 and I'm like 30, I got to help you out.
Well, that's not even our age gap. I'm only 18 years older than you. I was 18 when you were born. So when you're 30, I'll only be 48.
So when you're 40?
Well, I'm not going to be dead at 48, guy.
You were saying you were going to be dead.
I know, but you're acting like I'm going to need you to take care of me at 48. I'm not going to need you to take care of me at 48. I'm going to be chilling.
But you'll be chilling on the couch watching TV like Steve.
I will not be chilling on the couch watching TV like Steve at 48. Back to the question. Come on. Let's get a little focused here. So you look up to me and Mom, but why do you look up to us? Like, what do we do that you're like, I want to be like that? What traits do we have that you're like, I want that?
I want to be stronger like you. I want to be Like my mom, I want to be tall. I want to be fearless because my mom is so fearless. I'm literally scared of her.
Yeah, that doesn't mean she's fearless. That means you're fearful. But okay.
I want to be healthy as you. I want to be. My mom is a little short, so.
Mom's shorter than me.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I just want to be as great as my mom would be. Like, she's grateful for me.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing everything.
Yeah. You love your mom a lot? Yeah, I know you do. She's pretty great.
Yeah, I know, but you don't really.
I don't really what?
Really talk to her that much.
I talk to your mom all the time, guy.
Yeah, I know, but every single Sunday.
No, I talk to her way more than that. Just because you don't know that I talk to her doesn't mean I don't talk to her.
I remember when that. Well, back to the question.
Look, the point is, we have you, right? So I obviously have to talk to her more than the Sunday I see her. Right. Okay, we talk like I talked to her today. You didn't know that, did you?
Nope.
No. So you're calling me out on my own fucking show. So I'm gonna fucking tell you you're wrong because you think that shit's funny. So no, I talk to your mom all the time. Okay, but I think it's good that your mom is tough. I give you that, and I do care about your mom. I think she's great, despite the fact that her and I have gone different ways in our life. Doesn't mean I think any differently of her. That's why I don't talk bad about her or I don't do anything like that because I do care about her. And I don't want you to think it's okay to talk like that about her because that's your mom.
Yeah, no.
So any issues I have with your mom or anything like that is between her and I, not for you. But I agree with you. I admire that you have a lot of love for your mom and that you care about her a lot. She definitely cares about you a lot. I'd say she's tough. She's not. I don't know if I'd go too brave. She'll listen. Say hi, mom. She's gonna listen.
Hi, mom.
Hi, mom. But
I'm on television.
It's not television, but okay, it's close enough.
Wi-Fi.
No, that's the internet.
Well, I don't know what.
Okay. So you want to be strong like me. You want to be fearless and brave like your mom.
Be healthy like you.
Healthy like me. Okay. Tall like your mom, even though she's shorter than me. But we'll go with it.
Harry, don't judge me.
I'm not judging you. How do you think you can make the world a better place?
By helping the earth, picking up trash, being grateful for the earth that it made you here.
It made me here. Okay.
And be grateful for what you get and helping this earth be a better place than how it is right now.
Okay. So you're a tree hugger. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's an easy one. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm all about picking up our trash, not littering. You yell at me when I throw something out the window.
Oh, yeah.
So don't do that if you're ever around Bentley. Anyone, he will yell at you. So don't be a turd. Don't litter. I guess that's the takeaway there. Be kind. Yeah.
Be kind to the earth.
Be kind to the earth. Okay.
Brought you to this place, and it will take you out of it very easily.
Well, it can take you out of it. I don't know if it brought you in, but it can take you out. That's for sure. Okay. I don't have a whole lot to add to that one. You left me speechless. What does kindness mean to you? What does it mean to be kind to Bentley?
Kindness means to me is to treat other people how you want to be treated and treat them with respect and kind.
With kindness and kindness. Okay. So you want to treat them like you want to be treated.
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to be treated like nicely, respectfully, and be a good person there. I mean, there's a lot of ways that a lot of people know what kindness means, but not a lot. But I know what kindness means a lot. But I do know what it means. But maybe that. No.
Oh, okay. I think you had it, and then you maybe pooped on it a little bit, but that's okay. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Right. So don't do things to people that you wouldn't want done. Yeah, exactly. Who taught you that?
Me.
Oh, so we're a liar now too. You taught yourself that.
No.
Who taught you that? Yeah. Okay. He's pointing at me because he can't say because he's being prideful.
Hey.
I tell you all the time. Don't be a turd. It's like my staple phrase. Don't be a turd. Be kind. Yeah. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Right? It's very simple. This is something we've talked a lot about recently. So we're going to hit people right in their chest about it. Why do you think honesty is important? Why is it important to tell the truth? What's funny?
It's honest to tell the truth about everything.
You've said nothing. Why is the truth important?
The truth is important. If you don't tell the truth, they don't know if it's yours. Or, like, let's say I've gotten in trouble, like, many, many times.
That's very accurate.
And I've been being a turn nugget.
Well, that's also very accurate.
Let's say, for instance, I really don't like the one I did.
Okay.
I stayed on TV all night.
Okay. There you go. You stayed up watching TV all night.
And then you caught me the second night.
I caught you the second night. Yes, please tell that one.
That was not fun.
And then, but the point we're making is,
I told the truth about that I was watching TV 2 nights,
Mhm.
and I kept doing it until I learned.
Mm-hmm. What was the punishment you got for that?
No TV for a week.
A week?
Month.
No, you had no electronics for a month.
That was the last one.
Yeah, what I'm saying. But the point there is, you should tell the truth, because if you don't tell the truth, then people don't know what's true.
Right.
So they don't know whether what you're saying is actually real or not. And you want people to not know if you're telling the truth. They don't know what you're saying if it means anything. And kind of like earlier, what we talked about being a good person, or more importantly, being a good man, is that your word means something. If you say things, people need to know it's real, that you mean it. If you tell someone that you care about them, they want to know that that means something, that it's true. Right? If you just say things that you don't mean, well, then you become those things. You become something you don't mean. If you say false things, then you become false. Right? Your behavior starts to align with the words that come out of your mouth. So by telling the truth, one, you ensure that you have good morals. You're being a good person. You're telling the truth. People can trust you. People can believe you. They can rely on you. They can depend on your words and know that they're accurate. But in your case, as a kid, it kind of saves you from being in trouble a little bit more, because lying's not going to do you any good. Right? Because then you're going to get caught lying and there'll be more trouble. So tell the truth because it's just morally the right thing to do.
Right.
But two, because there's a lot more weight in the truth than you can comprehend yet. Okay? Though lying is easier, sure, I don't disagree with you. It is easier to lie.
Yeah, but telling the truth is way better than lying.
It is. It is way better.
Because you get not in trouble by doing it.
Well, it doesn't mean you don't get in trouble.
But you will get in trouble just for you will be okay from telling the truth, but you'll still get in trouble.
Yes, but it's less trouble. And people know they can depend on you. And they know that you will tell the truth. And that's not a small deal.
Right.
Why do you think learning new things is important?
And learning new things is important because what's the point of learning nothing?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking you, what is the point of learning nothing?
The point of learning something is to learn about things and to keep your brain with things that you need to learn about life. When I was born, I didn't even know a single thing about life until you brought me here and you told me about being a man and told me about learning and everything you've done for me.
Well, when we're all born, we don't know anything.
Things.
You're welcome. But we learn so that we can continue to become better than we are now.
Right.
Right? Because for you to be even the 11-year-old version of you, you're not there yet. Because you don't know everything you need to know to be 11 yet. Right? Between now and when you turn 11, you'll know a whole lot more. And it'll continue to be that way. Right? You can't even comprehend or think what 15-year-old Bentley will be like yet. Because you don't know enough yet. Right? And to get there, you'll have to learn a lot of stuff along the way. That's good though, right? Like that ensures that you're making progress, that you're becoming a better person than you are now. Right? that's why I said earlier that like learning should be happening your whole life. There should never be a point where we're done learning. We should always be learning. Because there's always more to who we could be. You're never like done growing as a person. There's always more that can be there, more that can be had for you, right? What advice would you give to someone who's sad?
Help them up, cheer them up. At least say, hey, why are you sad? Hey, what happened? Hey, let's just talk about, like, why are you sad? Like, is there something that happened in your life that you wish that didn't happen?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the guy that your dad died when I was 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
That I didn't get to see.
Yeah. So if someone's sad, you should be there for them.
Right. Just help them out.
Yeah, help them out. Be helpful. Be nice. Be kind.
And feel like how they felt.
It's called empathizing. Trying to understand how they feel. Yeah. And I think what we can always guarantee is that things we don't want to happen will happen in our lives.
Right.
But like you said, being there for them, offering that helping hand, being willing to listen to them or just sit with them and be there, be present with them in their space. Right? So many times I think I've struggled I just kind of want to help people fix it. And sometimes fixing it isn't the answer. Sometimes they just need to be there. A good friend of mine right now, who I care about very deeply, he's going through some tough situations in his life.
Why aren't you helping?
Oh, I am helping. That's what I'm about to say. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
My God, guy, let me get there. And I continue to just say, like, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything you need? Like, what is making you feel the way you're feeling? Is there anything I can do to help that? Right? And he has complimented me by saying that he appreciates that I'm just being there in that space with him, in that pit of the negative emotion that he's feeling, rather than saying, here's what you should do. Just get better. I'm just going, hey, like, I get we're sad today. Can I help you in any way? Or do we just need to be sad? And sometimes that's all people need. They just need to know that they're not alone. That there's someone there who's willing to just sit with them. So, huh? Ellie? Stop. Well, that about wraps us up. But you're not excluded. What I ask everyone when they come on is, did you prepare a quote for today?
Yes, I did.
You did. Oh my God, it's like you knew. Okay, let's hear your quote.
An adventure is no fun if it's too easy, by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow, an adventure is no fun if it's too easy. Do you agree with that?
Yep, I do.
I agree with that as well. I think there's a certain part of an adventure or a challenge that is wrapped up in the unknown. If it was just easy, then it wouldn't make it worth it. If you didn't have to work for it, it wouldn't be worth it.
All right.
You and I have talked a lot about how it's important to work for things, right? And that effort is what gives you the return on that investment that makes it worth something. If you just knew every time you came up to bat you were going to hit a home run, would it be fun?
No.
No, it's the idea that you could look like a fool and strike out swinging at an ugly pitch, or you could hit that home run. But you don't know which one it's going to be. And you could try your best and still strike out. You could try your best and maybe you hit a home run. But the unknowing, the part that it's not easy, is what makes it worth it. So, I do like your quote. I know you love Sonic, so I'm glad you picked something that you liked. I also have a quote. It's by Nietzsche. He's a psychologist.
Let's hear it.
And he says, to live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering.
I agree with that.
Yeah?
I mean, life suffers really a lot. As a kid, it's not easy.
Tell me about it.
It's not easy being a kid.
You're right. Life's not easy, regardless if you're a kid or an adult. But yeah, to live is to suffer. And to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Bad things are always going to happen. It's like what I said earlier. No one is exempt or privileged enough to not have bad things happen to them. But if you can make it through those hard times and you can survive that suffering, that's where you'll find the meaning in your life. And that's where you'll find out who you are, what's important to you, what you're really capable of. So, if you'd said, well, I wish there was no hard times, well, then you'd never figure out those things. So a lot of people like to complain about struggles or suffering, but actually it's the main component that actually makes life work out for you. So, well, thank you for chatting with me today. I had a good time. Did you enjoy it?
Yep, I'll probably be here like tomorrow or something.
Oh, you'll be here tomorrow. Wow, it's like we live together or something.
I do.
Oh, we do. Shit. I didn't know that. Well,
I'm your son.
I know. That's the point. We're not really great at sarcasm. We're getting there. So, thank you for coming on. As always, I love you very much. And I'm grateful. Huh?
It was a great pleasure.
Great pleasure. Oh, a great pleasure. Okay, sorry. I was confused with the word you were saying. Well, I'm glad you came. Well, I will literally, I guess, about time for you to go to bed. So I guess I'm going to put you to bed. Okay. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Bye.